This is Dr. Kaye from the Center for Functional Health, and today I want to talk a little bit about hip mobility. When I talk about hip mobility, I'm actually talking about that ball and socket joint that sits right here. Now, hip mobility is really important because it's our hips and the muscles around the hips that get us up the stairs, in and out of the car, off the toilet, off the floor, if you can even do that. Now, in the beginning, it's important to work on hip mobility for a lot of people. Start it in a seated position on a chair because it's difficult for them to get down on the floor. So these group of movements will be for hip motion, it'll be for the adductors, it'll be for the hamstrings and the gluteal complex. Now I have a blanket on this hard wooden chair, so if you have a hard wooden chair, I definitely would suggest putting a blanket down. It just supports your bottom a little bit more. So in doing these, you want to start out nice and slow. If you have a yoga block, great. If not, you just use a box of tissues because we're just really warming up the hips. So you're going to put your box of tissues in front of you, and all you're going to do is something very simple. Just bring your leg up and over, and you're going to do that 4 or 5 times. Real simple movement. If you want to engage your calf in there, bring your toe back. Now it's getting a little bit of hamstring and calf. That just warms up the hips. And now I'm going to do the other leg. Again, nice and simple. You'll find one leg is always going to be a little bit easier than the other leg. If you can get it up higher, even better. Now, if you're just starting out with this and you can't even get your leg up because the way you're seated in the chair, put another blanket down, because when you elevate your bottom, so you're going to be elevated up, it's going to be easier to get your leg over. So again, these are just the warm-ups. Okay, after you've done that, we're going to do a little bit of the adductor. That's the inside muscles. And how you're going to stretch those, you've seen people where they sit on the floor and they do what's called a butterfly stretch. What we're going to do is sit in the chair, and we're going to get in a very tall position. We're going to spread our legs. Now, I don't want you pushing yet. Just a little pressure against your knees, and you're leaning forward. So that's going to be your adductor stretch. So you're going to come back and lean forward. And again, repetition-wise, anywhere from 3 to 5 being low, up to 10, depending on where you're at individually. So nice and simple, open those adductors, then you get a little bit of a wider spread, and then you can go down a little bit more. Put a hand down, put a hand down. As you continue to do these, you'll find that your muscles will warm up and will be able to get down a little bit easier. And now when you do that, you want to throw a little bit of rotation in. So the arm goes back. Now, both of my shoulders are not the best, and if you can get your arm up, that's even better. So for me, I'm going to modify by moving my elbow back. If you can do it, raise it up. Again, repetition-wise, 3 to 5 repetitions. You start in the beginning. If you're feeling pretty good, you can get up to 10 repetitions. If you feel good, you can just repeat 3 to 5 cycles. So now that's part of the adductors. Now we're going to do the hamstrings, the back of the legs. Now this is going to be the hamstring and the calves. And what you're going to do is bend one knee, and you're going to glide down. Hold, count of 5 seconds, come back up, switch legs. Nice and easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come back up. Notice you're sitting on a chair, nice and easy. Try to get that toe up. Good. This one here, I'm going to try to actually, can I reach my toe? Nope, not yet. So as you start doing this, you're going to get easier and easier. And again, one side is going to be so much easier than the other side. And again, you're looking to do 3 to 5 reps. So notice that I come back, sit straight up again, and then I go down. And now we're going to do one more right, and one more left. Okay, so now we're going to start working on the gluteal complex, the glutes out here. So you're going to have one leg straight, you're going to hold on the bottom of your chair, you're going to take your foot, touch the opposite knee. Just like that. See that? Nice and easy. And again, one side is going to be easier than the other side. I try to do these again for about 3 to 5 reps. So we'll do one more. Good. Now we're going to do the gluteal stretch. So when we talk about the gluteal complex, there's a gluteus maximus, that's a big muscle here on the bottom, and then it's broken into the gluteus medius, the middle one, the gluteus anterior, which has 2 divisions, a front and a back, known as anterior and posterior, and then the piriformis muscle. So if you ever had a sciatica, that's where you have pain going down the leg, you're going to be quite familiar with the piriformis muscle. So with this one here, we're going to have your ankle on top of the knee. So for a lot of folks, you can see how tight they are. If they need to bring their ankle over the knee, but they need to sit back to get up here, that's how tight they are. If you cannot get your leg up here, do not even bother, so do not push it. So I'm going to extend my leg, make this leg straight. I'm going to put my ankle over this knee. I'm going to then drag my foot back. Now I'm going to have an ankle, a knee, an ankle, a hip, and a chest. We're all aligned. Once it's up here, you're going to hold. Do not push down. Do not push down. You're just going to hold, and you're just going to hinge forward. And I can feel that tighten, engage in my right glute. So we're going to do 5 of those. 1, 2, nice and easy. 3, and each time you do it, you can get down a little bit more. 4, 5, and to get out of this maneuver, straighten that leg, bring your leg down. You're going to do the same thing with the other side. Ankle over, come on up. A lot of people, again, if they're tight, you're going to see their foot come in like this. You want to make your foot straight. So your ankle, your knee, your ankle, chest, hip. Again, lean forward. 1, and I can feel this side is a lot tighter than the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now the next one, get back in that same position again. This is the last movement for the hips. You're going to stand nice and tall, sit nice and tall. You're going to reach. And as I'm reaching, I'm stretching this muscle through here, latissimus, and I'm stretching this right glute. So reach it. 2, 3, you're going to just hold it there for a few seconds. 4, 5. Good. Switch legs. Again, ankle, knee, nice tall. Get steady. 1. Again, look how tight this side is to my other side. Can't even lean forward. 3, 4, 5. Now, as I start doing these time and time again, I'll run this whole circuit again from the very beginning, where I lift my foot over the other, like over a little box, over a yoga block, and I'll do the same thing again. And by the time I'm done, within 15 minutes, hips feel much better, glutes feel much better, and I can move much better. So if you have any questions, drop them below, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care.